Oh, that's right, I used to review comics. I got a lot of comics to cover this week, so let's get right to it. So first up this week, Civil War #4, which the ramifications in Civil War and the consequences have just been getting greater and greater. Now, spoiler, but it was last month. If you didn't read, they straight up killed Bruce Banner as the Hulk. And this is the fallout from that. Lots of fallout. I mean, at this point in this book, I'm like, who else are you gonna murder? Because there are people just dropping left and right. Captain Marvel is quickly becoming the person I love to hate. And I hate Iron Man, but man, Carol is really giving him a run for his money. Now, this issue, if you caught the close of the last one, Stark has pretty much figured out how Ulysses' brain works, and his logic seems sound. Where they're going to go with this, we don't know, but this is setting it up for an epic brawl between all parties involved. Great book, and just yanking at the heartstrings, man. Part of DC's Rebirth line, Batgirl #1. Now this takes Barbara out of Burnside finally, because I think I was getting a little bit tired of that storyline, and plants her firmly in Tokyo, Japan, on a little bit of a sabbatical, and, you know, somebody from her past who too easily figures out who the hell she is, that's not part of what I want to talk about, but he does put Barbara on a different journey now, because she's looking to improve her skills, which is something that, you know, maybe people have said she isn't the best fighter, but you know what? Barbara can hold her own, but I do want to see her get more powerful. Of course, you know, the hero has to go on that trek every now and then to make themselves better than what they were before. So Batgirl #1, I'm back on board with the bat. Next up this week, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps #1, part of the Rebirth titles. Of course, you know that the Green Lanterns have been gone, and Hal is searching the universe for them, whereas the Sinestro Corps, while led by a broken Sinestro, is pretty much doing their job in just a horrible, horrible fashion, because they rule by fear. So, yeah, Sinestro is sitting on top, and Hal's pretty much playing catch-up and trying to find the Green Lanterns. It's a good book setting up for some more. I like that Hal Jordan is actually taking more of a leadership position, you know, because we kind of see him fall out of that from time to time until he's forced to come back and be that leader that everyone looks towards. So yeah, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Check it out. Also this week, one of my favorite books, Miss Marvel #9. This is a Civil War II tie-in, which saw Kamala hooking up with the Carol Corps in the last issue. Well, then she finds out what the Carol Corps is really doing. And, you know, if you've been keeping up with Civil War, Carol's pretty much like, I think you might do this. I have some evidence you might do it, so I'm going to lock you up for a while. And it's showing at what level that happens on. I mean, this is her level that it's happening on, not the larger with, like, you know, just killing the Hulk. But it's a good book that sees, you know, Kamala kind of not agreeing with Carol anymore. And this and other events are setting up for their Champions book. I see why they're going to be rebelling now, striking out on their own. They're like Teen Titans. Only, you know, not, because that would be infringing. And speaking of, also this week, Titans #1. Now this has my original Teen Titans team, you know, I have a couple of members, but hook it back up to figure out what's going on with Wally's brain. And no longer Kid Flash, by the way, he is a Flash. I like this book because it's fun. It reminds, even though they're adults, they start acting like they're younger selves again. I guess it's more because of that friendship, they know each other, and you get a feel for that in this book. I'd really like to see more members join the team, actually, you know, some of the more classic, you know, Beast Boy, Starfire, maybe some of them join up the team, but I do like where the book is going. Donna seems underused, but I want to like her the most. I don't know why, but I like how they're all just friends again, and, you know, they're superheroes as well. They kind of grew up in this. They're adults now. This is a good book. I like it. I'm kind of rambling about it, but yeah. DC Rebirth, Titans #1. Fun book. And as long as I'm on it, Nightwing #1. I've always liked the Nightwing character. I like Dick Grayson. And this is more of how Dick does his thing. Instead of, you know, he doesn't do things the same way as Bruce. Dick's his own person, and this really shows that. Even Batman tells him, you need to trust yourself more. And, you know, he really does, even though he's kind of not great at what he does all the time, but it's a learning process. Also puts him back in the classic blue and black costume, finally, with his truncheon sticks and everything. So, yeah, I've always liked this character since I was a big Teen Titans fan and how he grew up into his own. So, yeah, this also has him coming to kind of fight with / infiltrate the Court of Owls. Good book. I like where it's going. Nightwing #1. He's back, yo. And something not so great. Future Quest number 3. Look, there's a nostalgia factor that will get me to buy a book, but that's going to get me to buy like the first few issues. After a while, if it doesn't really keep up with what I'm looking for, I'm going to start abandoning the book. And Future Quest is running really close to that right now. Look, I know it wants to explore these characters more, but I honestly think they're jam-packing too much into this. I like all the old Hanna-Barbera cartoons, but you know, they don't have to all be there just to give me this cheap fan service with not a lot of meat or anything to it. So yeah, Future Quest number 3, you're starting to slack off. Final book this week, Captain America number 3. Well, you know, Steve Rogers, Captain America, because Sam will, you know, we're not gonna get into that. Anyway, this is the issue that has me going, Steve is not that bad guy, he's a triple agent or something. Thank you, internet, for ruining this. But Steve has an agenda. It's not all that you thought it was. It appeared in that first issue. Yes, people were just, you know, no, Cap has turned on us and everything. Trust Steve. I said from the beginning, trust Steve. And you'll trust Steve again in this book. So anyway, guys, that's it for me this week. Make sure you tell me down in the comments what you're reading or suggestions of what I should pick up this week. Maybe there's a good story out there that I'm missing. I'm only human. I can only read so many books a month. So anyway, that's all I got for you. Make sure you like this video, subscribe. Check out some other things we're doing. Check out SCNS Live. But until next time, guys, catch you later.